Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 6 of my full platinum walkthrough for Lies of P. Right, we're continuing on. We're going into a new area now, Isabel Street. So we're just going to head there. We got the key from Antonia at the end of the last video. That's where we left it. So Rosa Isabella Street, should I say, is where we're going to head. We need to go through two really slow doors. And then we'll be there. One of the better areas, but it does have a mini boss that I really kind of hate, to be honest. I just can't. When we get there, the timings are just awful on it. On the attacks, it's just not particularly fun. But don't let it bother you. You're still going to be able to beat it. There we go. Turn the lantern on so we can see what we're doing. And off we go. So there's lots going to be happening in this video with regards to side quests, missable things. Obviously I'm going to let you know as we go what to look out for. We'll be getting that new weapon at the end as well. I do have my puppet amulet on because we are fighting puppets again. So we're back in the main area, in the main town now. We're not out with the corrupted ones anymore. So we fought these before. They seem really, even though they've got more health, the puppets seem, oh, he's got a little bit extra health there, much easier than what we have been fighting. Give a little umbrella one there. Still picking everything up, still not using any of it, but it's there if you need it. Cluster grenades probably will use on the very last boss of the game. And over here is a book, a picture should I say. And this is a side quest here. We're not going to finish this side quest in this video, but speak to her. You don't need to accept anything. Just by speaking to her, you're going to kind of nod your head along and agree to doing her side quest, which is bringing her some wine later on. But yeah, we can't get it in this video, so we'll come back there later. Probably in the next one, I would want to say. I think it's in Lorenzo's arcade. Oh, just caught at the corner of the eye there. Urgent repair tool can come in handy, I guess, if you have them equipped and ready. We will be going down here. I'm just getting him out of the way. There is a moonstone in the corner here. I'm looking for the guy on my right, but he has actually noticed me and he's followed me all the way around. Moonstone here. Remember this shortcut. We'll be opening that later. A little note here. And then this, is this the room with the new... Yes, it is. So, there is a new enemy type. If you can rush them fast enough, you can kill them before they explode. But this one has already... I don't know why I rushed him to try and do it. She'd already activated. But before they activate, if you can get there quick enough and get the hits in, they won't explode. But they're sort of like harlequins, aren't they? Shortcut ladder. Won't use that because there's a few things in this building I want to grab. First being this book. Oh, these babies. These are horrible, these things. Yeah, most importantly, the thing we want is the Legion plug on the top floor. But these things are just the worst. Yet another one comes crawling in as well. They've got so much health as well. They're just so awkward. You can't really fight the air, because if you go in and just trying to hit them with normal attacks, they'll just stun lock you. They've got so much posture, not posture, what's the thing? Poise. They just run straight through you. So we're just going to head up quickly. And in this safe is a Legion plug, so that is another Legion arm. We'll do that at the end though. And then opening this up. So we are on the top floor where we first met the exploding ones. That's where this door is. And then we'll go all the way down to the bottom. And yeah, very quickly, we are doing a boss fight. It's an NPC boss fight. Probably the most difficult type of boss fight of the NPC. Usually is the way, isn't it? Because they move like we do, as opposed to just being a big thing that we can hit with an umbrella. So this is the shortcut where the exploding ones were at the top. These guys actually hurt quite a lot when they shoot, so watch out for them. And the thing in the background that's spinning, if you get too close, they'll start spinning and throwing bombs at you. They do them in threes. Really quite easy to avoid. Just kind of sidestep them. But as soon as you rush in and start hitting them, it stops them from spinning and throwing anything anyway. So the guy on the left there, so he just shot me. There, he's doing it again. There is a weapon behind them, but there's a much easier way of getting it than trying to force your way through. It can be done, but there's just no point. We're going to open a shortcut up behind them and just take them by surprise later on. So, throwing cell. And then the boss fight. Interact with this doll here. And you're going to be fighting the white lady.
What a beautiful cool day.
She will just drop in. You can try and get a couple of sneaky attacks in, but it's not going to let you. No, it's not having it. So yeah, she's fast and quite unpredictable, really. Quite hard to parry as well, because she is so fast. Not that I'd be particularly fair. And she does that to you as well. She will hold that. You see that then? She will hold ready for a parry. This is her red attack, so when she charges, try and move better than that. But yeah, I'm trying to hit her with a triangle attack. And when she tries to do the block, when she's set up for that, if you do a charge R2, she can't parry that. Especially, well, with this weapon she can't anyway. And it will just go straight through, like there. You're charging up. You'll see it cracking quite a few times. The best thing to do is just try and brute force it a little bit and then back off. So back off, recompose yourself. But you will see her try and block my attack. Make sure you do your weapon as well, because she is hitting you, blocking quite a lot. She's all over the place. There, she's about to try and do it then. But with the R2 she can't seem to parry it. There again, it just goes straight through. I'm trying to hit her with the end of the attack, the second attack. The good thing is, as well, is the Fable art, the one that can be interrupted, she doesn't interrupt it. You can try and get behind her as well and try and do the backstab, but she's so fast it's not going to work. If you're really good at blocking, then you're going to be quite good at this, because these are the easier fights to do. Doing my Fable arts, but she just doesn't do enough attack damage to make me sort of flinch, so it just attacks straight through. Yeah, it might take you, it shouldn't take you any more than sort of 1, maybe 2 attempts. I don't think you're going to die to her, but she's just quite annoying in that she's a pretty good fighter in that way. She's not annoying in any other way. So yeah, another collectible and then there's going to be another dimensional butterfly here. It's in between these two planters. And then we're going to open up this shortcut here. So now we are behind those guys that were shooting at me before. And there is a weapon in that chest. So we're actually going to remember that we have the falcon eyes. We actually use it quite a bit in this video, or more than once. So this is what it's good for. Unfortunately that one doesn't die to it. Yeah, these guys, their shots hurt quite a lot. So get rid of them as quickly as you can. And in this chest is Dancer's Curved Sword. Yet another normal weapon. So many of them. And I've only used one normal weapon. So we're done with this little section now. We're going to open up a Stargazer here. And rest. And there is another side quest to the right of me. This one we will finish. And there's a shortcut we'll open up afterwards. Leveling, I'm still worrying about capacity at this point because of the weapon I'm going to start using at the end of this video is heavier. So speak to this guy. It's not a timed choice, but there is a choice. Do fetch. So you're going to fetch his wedding ring, the wedding ring from his dead wife. I'm going to bring that back to him. Very important because it links up to another humanity part later on. So it's just a brief detour in the sewers. The sewers is never fun in games, is it? So right would be carrying on, but we're just going to quickly nip down here and get some quartz. These guys shouldn't pose a problem if you separate them and watch out for the rock. The rocks aren't doing much damage to you anyway. There's a couple on the roof here. Just try and get them to drop down. So yeah, the weapon afterwards, I can't keep going on about the weapon. I'm so excited to start using it again. Because obviously I've finished the game doing the practice run and I have it at the end. And having to come back to this weapon is not great. Yeah, for crowd control it's so good. So we just need to take care of this guy. He's going to be simple enough. We've fought him a couple of times now. Similar ones. You can see my blocks are really quite effective now in that I don't take much damage and I can get my life back quite quickly. It's just that I keep forgetting to block. That's the problem, the main problem. I think, yeah, I get hit by a stone which does more damage than that big guy hitting me. Anyway, in here, bit of quartz so we can keep upgrading the P organ, and then we're done in this section. We're basically going to go all the way back round and start again and go right. So this shortcut is where we fought the lady, the white lady. So just a quick detour there. He's still pondering. Okay, back in here. Now we're going to go right and carry on. They do some nasty screams, these guys. It's probably the worst thing about them. Damage isn't a problem. Okay, and that's it to do with the sewers. So we're out of there now. Don't underestimate this. When it does this attack, it's going to keep going on those chart there. Just keeps going and going and going, and eventually it's an unblockable at the end. Oh no. Come on, he's making it look bad again. There we go. Yeah, they just keep coming at you, those ones. Exploding one will appear here. We'll get rid of that. do not go rushing into this area here. If you can, draw out the puppet. There's 2 exploding ones in the barrels or behind the barrels. One there. Yeah, they are actually supposed to be in the barrels, aren't they? And one there. And now we'll quit. Yeah, I wasn't going to, because we're going to come back this way in a moment, but I will do just in case you have any problems. But here's the shortcut. So that's where that guy is, because we're going to get the ring quite quickly now and bring that back. There's going to be a guy at the top of these stairs taking shots, so watch out. And then an exploding one on the stairs, so again, watch out. And then this, up there where the ball is. I hate that boss, and it's not even the only one we have to do. Bit easier afterwards because of this, the new weapon we'll have. So yeah, as you shoot that one, one's going to break, hit that one, one's going to break down the door and shoot at you there. And then it's a room full of babies again. Yeah, they're just the worst, these things. I think another, I'm sure there's 4. Is there not another one in this one? Maybe not. It's just the other room. And then in the safe is another defense part. A heavy defense part. It is one of the frames. So weigh it up. You can see there it's adding 3 to the weight, but it does add 4 to the physical damage reduction. So weigh up whether it's worth it. Don't start going slow. That is much more important. So here's the wedding ring. We're going to take that back to the guy in a minute.
What on earth is going on?
We're just going to open up another shortcut, grab some dark moonstone. So this is the shortcut from the very beginning. I said remember it. So if you need to, it's where that the 3 puppets were at the end of the street before we went in the house. So we will actually use that shortcut because right at the end of the game we're going to save an NPC or free him, and he's going to meet us here on this bridge, and we need to buy a weapon from him. So we will be coming back down here. But we're just making our way back to the guy now, the widower. And speak to him. So there's going to be a humanity option here, and it is important you get this. So you're going to choose I saw the message she left. The rest of it is like she loves you, something like that. Yeah, saying she loves you. So choose that option, and you are going to get humanity. You're going to get the wedding ring back, which we need, and you're also going to get a gesture, sad. So the 2 important parts there is obviously the humanity that we're going to get, the gesture which we need, and then the other most important is the ring, because it leads to another humanity option at the end of this video. Right, let's do this boss. Maybe it's just me that struggles with it. It can't be. It has to. It probably will be. So we've got some flamethrower guys. They're not a problem. They're just kind of in the way. There is going to be a ball rolling towards you. Just one. So just sidestep it. Got an advanced crank here if you need it. You can see him walking down already. He's coming. So try and clear the area best you can. You can use your falcon eyes here to try and separate these 2. But yeah, try and clear. Get behind these guys quite easy once they start firing. There is 2 of those, so get rid of those as well. This one, most importantly, and you can stay under the bridge if you want. Just remember that there is another one here if you haven't got time. Yeah, we're in now. So Mad Clown Puppet. That attack is not too bad. I'm just going to try and get rid of this other flamethrower guy as well. It's quite annoying. And I will fire a couple. I think I've just got one Falcon Eyes. It's these attacks. They're just so random and spinning. And I'm trying to do something else there at the time. This is not too bad when he does this spin attack, because you can time it quite well to block, perfect block most of them. But he just keeps coming and he hits so hard, even on this difficulty. It's relentless. And we just don't do that much damage to him either. Yeah, watch out for that. It's going to do it. Yeah, I tried to move out of the way. Most important thing was getting rid of that flamethrower guy. He's going to just tear your weapon apart if you keep blocking as well. That's the problem. So the durability's gone right down, so I'm going to have to repair. Try and back away from that. Got plenty of time when he does do that. He's going to do a spin, then he jumps in. He's going to do the spin. This is what you want him to do, really, because you're going to be able to really mess him up, because it will quite quickly, the bar will go white. It does nearly kill me, this thing, on this difficulty as well. Yeah, I think it's at this point now, really started to panic, like, I need to get out of here. Yeah, I missed the timing on that one completely now. Bellies, you can usually block. I hate this thing. I remember when I first played this game, I must have tried this thing, so many times. Right, okay, we're getting there now. So I'm going to be able to get this in, and then we do have a... I think I actually save it now because I'm right at the end, but there's a Fable attack, and he's going to slap me around a couple more times just for good measure. What a horrible, horrible boss that is. You may find it easier, you may be better with the timings, probably are than I am. But yeah, finally he's down. And it's not the only one we have to fight, there is another one later. But with the new weapon we do have a lot more range. So it's not too bad. Not as bad as that one anyway. And as always, I probably just make it look a lot more difficult than it is. I mean, if you really are struggling with any of these bosses or enemies, then you can start using those throwables that we have. You know, the cluster bombs, things like that, the thermite, all that stuff. Just use that. You can buy more of it from that trader that we discovered in the last video. But yeah, I mean, on this difficulty, I'm not going too much into all the technical stuff on beating bosses, the best weapons and things like that, because you should be able to breeze through this game with minimal problems. So I'm doing a bit more upgrade. Yeah, I'm still worrying about the weight of things. But yeah. So, new area, new enemy types yet again. It's pretty good, this area, even though some of the enemies are not particularly nice. All of the enemies are not particularly nice in this place. But then they're nowhere near as bad as that clown. It's not like I'm bothered by clowns or anything. That's not a problem. It's just... Anyway. So, little girl walking down the stairs. Let her walk towards you. You're going to see why with the next set of little girls that we encounter. That is a weird thing to say. There's going to be some dropping down there. I'm quickly running up here because there's this spider thing. So don't get too close to start with, because it's going to do this scream and hit you with disruption. Disruption kills you instantly if it builds up. So get rid of the spider. You can see those golden strings. They are on the. You can see that on this doll now. They should have worn off by now. There we go. If these dolls hit you when they have the golden strings on, they do disruption damage. And again, your bar fills up, you die, and they're a lot harder to kill. So we need to get rid of the spiders before we take the little girls out. Again, strange sentence. Right, defense part. And do you remember that red apple we bought from right at the beginning, ages ago, in Hotel Krat? It's the guy at the counter that sells it. I'm just switching here. No, sorry, I don't switch, but this is a disruption one. It's good against disruption. Just stay out of the way, honestly. So in this room, we need the red apple. So if you don't have it, go and buy it in Hotel Krat. 1,000 it cost. And this is very important that we do this now. So speak to Adelina, however her name is, and give her the apple. If you don't have it, go back to Paladina and buy it now and bring it to her. We need to do that before fighting the boss of this area, the King of Puppets, because you're going to miss a record if you do that, or don't do it. So make sure you do that. Down here, some more Dark Moonstone. The spider women puppets, they drop the best or the good Dark Moon stuff that we need for boss weapons. So I do find a couple of random ones. So if I'm ahead of you on that, that's why it's from these ones. So this one you need to be a bit quicker. The puppets, the little girl ones, are behind me quite quickly here. So get rid of this out of the way. It's better just to do the regular attacks. And then get rid of these. Okay, right, we can move on. And another one. Yes, it does have puppets around her, so try and get a couple of attacks in. Back away as soon as she starts doing the scream. You can hit her with the falcon eyes as well. It's going to do quite a bit of damage, but there's a few puppets around this one, so don't get caught up in them. You'll die. Back off, take your time, hit her with falcon eyes if you're using it, or if not, just run in for a couple of stabs and then back away. But don't get caught up with all the puppets in once. Once the strings are gone, you're fine. It's just damage you're taking. God, this is not... This should be easy now. Oh my god, the camera. Right. So if you have a full Fable Art, save it. Don't use it on the next guy. You may have just used it then. Don't worry. You should be able to build it up again in time. But save Fable Arts that you have. We're going to fight another guy in a minute that you may be tempted to use Fable Arts on. Don't, because we're going to have to... Yeah, you'll see why. Just save it. So look out for this dark alley on the left. Inside here is another amulet. It's actually what I'm going to start using, the technique amulet, because obviously that's going to improve technique. I think it gives you 4 points of technique. Is it 4? I'm going to actually take my max HP off. I'm not, yeah, so it's a +4 on technique, which obviously my weapons scale with it. So I'm going to do more damage wearing that. So I'm going to wear that. New enemy type here. This is the one. Don't use your Fable Art just to get rid of this guy. It's not a problem. Guy, girl, I'm not quite sure on this one. Anyway, it's a puppet, so who the hell cares? So yeah, you should be able to take them down quite quickly anyway, but save your Fable Arts, because we've got to kill one of those, and there's a spider behind it with puppets, so we need to get that thing out of the way quickly. Open this up, and you're going to get another normal weapon, exploding pickaxe. a little bit of story. You don't need to do this, but if you're interested, there you go. So the one with the wheel is going to be upstairs later. So opening this up leads up to the main door. So you can run all the way through to the Stargazer now. And then this door is actually the boss door, but we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to get quite a lot of stuff actually. Drop down here. We don't have one yet, but that's the Trinity door, the next one we're going to open. We need a key. So up there is where the dangerous bit is. So save that for now. Another shortcut. All these shortcuts that you'll probably never use. And yeah, so you're going to get a couple of these ones. Don't worry, they're not attached. You can just kill them normally. And then in this safe, you've got the incredible Venigni collection. We need to hand this in, and we're going to be able to buy yet another weapon when we get back to Hotel Krat. It opens up a shop more. Right, yeah, Pulcinella's shop, that's the one. Pulcinella? So up here, there's going to be one of those ones with the wheel. So get rid of it quickly. This is why I saved the Fable Art. Just go straight in, do the damage, get rid of it, because you can see there's a spider coming up behind. It's going to have the other puppets with it. And we don't want to be fighting all of them at the same time. Do have a bit of Falcon Eyes left. I do need to put some points into getting more Falcon Eyes, so I will do that at some point. I'm just worried about weight at this point. Get rid of it. There we go. Okay, that was the difficult bit. Well, it's not really difficult. If you prepare well, nothing's difficult. And then in here we have a note on the side and then a ladder. So we're going to run up there. And in here is going to be our second or our next cryptic vessel. So we're going to do that at the end as well. We're going to get that deciphered. I'm trying to fall down, it's just not working. Right, down here there is a butterfly, but there's also two guys that are going to shoot at you, so you're going to have to be quick here. Because these guys hurt as well. You're going to take a bit of fall damage if you fall from here, so that take that into account. The butterfly is straight away, and there's two guys firing at you. So quickly get the butterfly, and then you can just try and dodge out the way here. I don't know what hit me then. It wasn't one of them, I don't think. Because I didn't take enough damage. I'm not going to bother fighting them. I don't care. It's fine. We'll leave them. But that was a technique crank that we got, which is good. So, on to the King of Puppets boss fight. This boss fight is difficult as hell if you're on normal difficulty, which we're not. So it's actually quite easy on this difficulty, which is always good. So I'm actually putting a point in vitality there. Dear God, I'm not leveling just capacity up. Thankfully, we will be able to take a Spectre in. There is one of those pools there, so we can summon one. Remember with Spectres as well, the box, the cube that we use, that you can buy certain wish stones for that will heal or make your Spectres better. So if you're struggling, go and get one of those as well, just to help out. Should not pose a problem, this one. It has two phases. It has a really long cutscene at the start here as well. But yeah, unfortunately you can't skip cutscenes the first time you play through. But yeah, I'm going to I can, because I can use the magic of editing. But we're going to go straight into the fight. This isn't actually the King of Puppets. This is the King of Puppets puppet. He's inside there. So this is the easier of the two. it's just one of those where you just stay close and the attacks don't really hit you. If you especially have the Spectre with you, it's going to try and go for him most of the time. You can block, obviously, and just try and get your health back, which is the best option, to be honest. But it's not going to start doing it. It does some crazy spins and things, but it's not, yeah, like this. But it's not too difficult in that you can just stay underneath most of the time. Get behind it. Just keep hitting with those charged R2s until it falls over. And then you should be able to finish off pretty quickly. You're going to get another cutscene and then the King of Puppets will reveal himself. He's got my weapon. This is the weapon I'm after, this one here. So we will be getting that shortly. And yeah, it's an NPC fight now. Yeah, it might look a lot difficult. Obviously, it's all over the place. Hit him with your Fable Art as soon as you can, so you can start building it back up again. And then, yeah, if he's taking the brunt, the Spectre, let him do that. You just keep attacking from behind. Get some blocks in. Bring him down. I do actually nearly die in that I get stuck in his combo that he does when he starts to. He changes his weapon into a fire weapon. Shortly, very soon, he's going to do it. I think he's already done it now. But then he goes into a mad combo. Usually you can avoid it because the Spectre will take the brunt. So that's why I was just kind of carrying on. But yeah, I forgot to just get the hell out of the way. But try. Yeah, he's going in. It doesn't stop. It's really long. But even that full combo wasn't enough to take me down with on this difficulty. So you should be fine. And then just kill him. It's quite a simple fight, but very difficult on the regular difficulty. With that combo just annihilating you. So you get the trophy, you get his Ergo, which is what we need most importantly. You'll get some costume and necklace and things. Stuff we'll be using later on. Or the costume, obviously we won't. But yes, we have his Ergo. Do not spend it. We need his boss weapon. And it is the one I will be using throughout the rest of the game. So before going back to Hotel Krat, we're going to go to where we gave that woman the apple. And we are going to get a record now because she'll be gone. Or she'll be dead, actually. And we're going to get a record from her. And a Recollection, her Locket. So all the way through. We do have to fight a spider again. Well, that shouldn't pose too much of a problem after the King of Puppets just then. Not doing. I think this is the one that drops Dark Moon. I pick it on the way out. But one of the best moonstones, or the ones that we need for boss weapons. So I will be at least one ahead of you if you didn't get a random drop. But don't worry, you will get more than enough in the end. So head back in here.
Oh, there's another record.
And there she is. So interact with the record player, you're going to get the Fascination record, and then down on the floor here you're going to get her Locket. So that's why we needed to hand the red apple to her. If you didn't, then that won't happen. So hopefully you did. Yeah, so I'll get the random drop there, the dark moonstone. Jesus. Dark moonstone. And then yeah, let's go to Hotel Krat and do our usual cleaning up and setting up for the next area. Quite a bit to do here. Cipher to decode and things. So as always, when we do this, we get a new record. Go and put the record on so it's playing while we're cleaning up. And you will get humanity once it finishes. So first of all, we will go and see Puccinella. Let's go with Puccinella. He'll talk to you. Eventually you can hand over the box that you got. And this is going to open up his store. And you'll be able to purchase the Tyrant Murderer's Dagger. So grab that. The Carcass Butcher's Amulet can be not too bad if we go back when we go back into fighting carcasses again, so the corrupted ones. So if you want to buy these things, obviously feel free. You've got cranks. If you've got the money, buy whatever you need. But there's nothing that we actually need for trophies or anything. Speak to Venigni and then talk to him again. Just keep talking to him, and then you'll be able to decipher the cryptic vessel that we got. So do that and you're going to get the decryption. We'll go and do that afterwards. So you're going to get a picture. This is in the very first area of the game. Over here I'm going to get the Aegis Legion Arm. Doesn't matter which one you get, we're going to get all of them, so just make sure you get one. Just 2 more to get after this. I'm not going to use any of the others. The Aegis is like a blocking, like a parry blocking shield, which is not too bad actually. So grab this note, and then we need to go outside, and this is where we're actually going to use the wedding ring again. So we're going to walk down. You've got the butler here, Adelina. So speak to him, and there is a humanity option here. Show him the wedding ring that we've got, and that humanity there, it's actually quite good timing. That is my record finishing. But then here we're going to get more for showing him that wedding ring. So make sure you do that. Then we're going to head down and finally get the Puppet Ripper. You'll probably hate this weapon. It's a lot slower than what we've been using, so it will take some adjusting if you're going to use it, but I really like this thing. Just remember, you just need to stick to one special, one normal, and fully upgrade both. That's all we need, so you can do whatever you want weapon-wise. I'm going to stick this on already. It's going to mess with my weight because it is heavier. I'm going to head in here. You're going to get a cutscene with Antonia. I'm going to skip that. She's going to go through a dialogue, and then another humanity thing here. Answer, of course. And you're going to get some more humanity. My humanity is actually changing at this point. It will start saying you feel warmth. You should have that already if you're following along. If you don't worry. There's more than enough humanity options to get us to where we need to, which is heart is pounding. So coming down here, I have my new weapon, so I'm going to upgrade it. Have plenty of dark moonstones. You may only have 5 because I did get that random drop, but we will be at the same point here because I still can't do the 3rd one anyway. I will alter the handle, turning it into a technique. That's going to turn it from a B to an A on technique and drop down the motivity to a D. So that's good. And then we are going to go, that's what we're going to do, the P organ. So we have 2 quartz, I think. So we're just going to go and do that quickly. This is one of our special weapons. I do show it, turn it so you can see his nose is growing. That portrait, that will keep growing throughout the game, and then eventually it is a weapon. So we'll get that right at the end of the game. So yeah, it's up to you which one you do now, really. But we do need to keep filling them in. I mean, you've got options here. Regate guard, sure. I guess the extra, what do I go for? I'm pretty sure I'll go for the wish, the cubes. Having extra uses on that might come in handy for you, so I'll do that one. You can do whichever, really. So get the charge when reviving, the Fable charge when reviving. And then, do we go for Perfect Guard? No, I don't go for Perfect Guard. I was thinking that one, but probably this one. Yeah, that's the one I'll go for. It doesn't matter which one you do. Whichever one works for you. You can reset them, so don't feel like you're stuck. Right, now we're going to go and get the treasure from that Cryptic, from that Decryption. So we need to go to Chapter 1. Yeah, that place. Serancini? No. Serani? Why can't I say that? Dear God. Anyway, this place, where we just before the first boss is where we are. You can see I love this thing. It's slower, yes, but it's so much fun. And the charge R2, which I'm about to do, is unbelievable. It's so good for managing more than one enemy, because you spin in a circle twice, and the second one goes even further than the first one. So you don't need to be as close to enemies to get that, obviously that second attack in, the one that actually does the stagger damage. You can be further away now. So anyway, more on that later. But come over here into this corner, go to your gestures and do check ground. This is one we actually got at the beginning of the game. So do it here and you'll get the Atoned hunting apparel and a Legion Calber. This is our Cryptic vessel done. That was the clue. That was the solution. So now we can head back. Oh, where did you come from? Yeah, I'll hit you with a... That's the good thing as well. You can be facing the wrong way with the charge R2 on this one, like I was then. Just do it, and you'll spin round and kill everything around you. It's so good. It's just, you're going to have to get used to it being slower. And obviously, if you've seen my Bloodborne guide, then you know why I like this one so much. Right, moving on, we're going to get to the new area and then we're going to leave it there. So another 5 minutes or so. Out here, you're going to speak to Geppetto, he'll be out here, and you will get another charge on your flask, on your pulse cell. So we now have 8 heals, which is just a lot. It's more than you'll need for most things. Apart from one of those puppets, those clowns apparently. So none of the puppets will actually attack you here until you attack them, because they're all mourning the King of Puppets. But we're just going to attack them here. So here's how good the charge is on this one. So it's just great for crowd control. And it means you can be further away when you charge it as well. So the problem with, obviously, the charge attacks is that you have to charge them. That little bit of time that it takes to do. You can time it so that the person is walking towards you as you start charging it. And they can be out of range. By the time they get to you, you will be in range because of the way it works. It works very well with bosses as well. Going to nip up here for something we'll never use. Sirasani? Is that the word? Sirasani. I'm just sitting here thinking, how the hell do I pronounce that? Sirasani. That sounds right, doesn't it? The alley from before. Anyway, Moonstone.
I'm not even sure they can function without the key.
And then there is a sword that we're getting before we leave. Random drop that Moonstone then. And the thing I will mention with this weapon, in enclosed spaces or anywhere where you're next to a wall, you will hit the wall with the attack if you're too close. So be aware of that. So in enclosed spaces, use the charge R2. It goes through walls, and that can be taken to advantage as well. If something's round a corner or behind a wall, you know it's there, you can use the charge R2. It will go through the wall and get them, whereas the normal R1 attack will make contact with the wall and will just bounce off it. So that's why I'm doing it here. It's because I was too close to that wall. I would have just bounced off potentially. And in here is the clock sword. Another weapon we'll never use, or you may use it, but probably not. This one's a more difficult enemy, so again there, I'm further back with the charge. It gives you that little bit of time just to get away, apart from this enemy, which is horrendously fast. But it's just so much fun. Even the kill animation there, so powerful. Yeah, so we're nearly at the arcade. So this is where we're going to get that wine for the woman in the window at the very beginning of this video. But we're just going to go around, kill all these guys, get some Ergo from them. Oh no, it failed me. The charge failed me. I don't think I've actually been hit by one of these women before. I didn't realise they had a little dagger thing as well. I don't think I've ever seen their attacks before, because they're so slow, you can just kill them straight away. So just collecting up, killing everything, and then we're going to move on. So I know there's something in this corner, I couldn't remember what. I'm looking for an item. No, there's nothing there, there hasn't been anything. Ah, it was you. Okay, now we can move on. Not that we need to kill every enemy, it just feels like you have to sometimes. But we're trying to build that Ergo up as well. You could just obviously run through, we will do on New Game Plus, we'll just be running through the game pretty much. But yeah, at this point, we still need it. So we're moving into the Corrupted again, so if you wanted to, you can get that other amulet and switch onto that one instead. Lots of shortcuts and things going on here. Quite a big area, but we will do that in the next video. So I'll do a bit of upgrading here. I think I'm going to have to go for, you guessed it, what I usually level up, capacity, because I'm at 57%, that's too high. So I'm going to put one in that for now, and we'll come back to that later. Oh, actually no, I do crack some of the stuff that I have to do that next level as well. So you can do that, obviously. Feel free to use as much of that Ergo as you want. Don't use it all, maybe, but save some. Right, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.